Going live because I always like to go live. I like to go live because it's good. People, you know that you don't need to record more than once, and it's allowing you to recording in progress. So think about the things that you want to do, and things that you don't want to do. How not to have more time. And one of the things that you do if you want to have less time is to just allow everyone to control your time, and just leave from one day to another, wake up and have no idea or direction where you're going. Just go around and see how things they're going to go. Don't acknowledge the things that you do. But the thing is that do you really want to do that? Do you really want to blame everybody? Do you want to blame everybody for or anything for what happens around you? Do you want to go and do it in a way which is going to allow you to get into something which is not going to be great? It's not going to be a great success. It's not going to take you to where you want to be. So today, what I want to share with you, because I always like to provide value, I always want to give something from what I learned. I want to tell you 5 great ways to trick the time, and get you in a better position. So, the time is the only thing that we cannot get back. I mean, you control everything. Control, it's one of the keys that it makes you feel better. Control is something that we can always bring back to us because we can control. And I'll highlight here that the only way to maximize your time and increase your productivity is to do those 5 things that I'll be mentioning below. And I'll tell you because it's going to be something that you have to do it on a daily basis. Control starts with you. It doesn't start with anybody else. It's all about you. And you are your own environment. You, it spells it, you own what comes next to you. You own your universe. It's going to allow you to go back live. It looks like I was talking to myself for a while, but listen, I will repeat this because this is really important. So the things that you want to do, it's always about something that you need to take control and lead your life. I don't know how much it was recorded, so I'll go back into it. You have to write things down. You have to write things that you must do, and you also have to write the things that you must do, must not do. I'm sorry. Before you do something, think about the consequences of your action. Think about how is that going to affect you? How is that going to make you better? How is that going to save your time? And because before you complete every task, you have to make sure that's completed. It's not going to start something and then I'm going to move to another one. That's where you waste lots of time. That's where you less discipline. And this is where leads to the next thing when people say, oh, I wish I had more time. Oh, I wish I had this. Well, is the wish is not something that it just happened. The wish is connected to your action. The wish is connected to the control. So when you control your time and you're fully present, that's when you understand that we all have the same time in the world. We all have 60 minutes. We all have 24 hours. And we all have 365 days a year. But how we use it, it's what makes the difference. Are you aware of how you use your time? Do you know how you manage your time? Do you know that if you don't manage the time is going to manage you. Time flies like this, and then you wonder what happened. You are the masters of your own universe. That's what you are, the master of your own universe. The minute you let the outside environment to interfere with your plans, that's when you're wasting time. So think about this. You need to be focused and be present. So when you work, you work. When you play, you play. You don't want to go and play with the kids and think about, oh, I need to do this for work. Or you don't want to go to work and think like, oh, you see, my kids or my family are not very happy because I'm missing out on something, on an event, on a birthday or whatever. And when you go to sleep, just go to sleep. Switch off altogether. Make sure like half an hour before anything, you switch off your TV, you switch off your computers, you switch off your phone, so you get yourself ready to sleep, because those hours that you sleep, they are crucial for your own mindset, for your own benefit. And you have to be 100% devoted to everything you do, because the minute you start multitasking, and I know a lot of people like, oh, but I'm great at multitasking, but that's when you don't give fully attention to one thing, and you cannot expect full results if you multitask, because your attention span it's all over the place. Your focus is split between more than one thing. So that's why you need to give 100% to every task, and you have to have that undivided and full attention. Okay, so that's why the third one in how to maximize your time and get it back and make sure that it's helping you. You have to be disciplined. You have to acknowledge that. But being disciplined with yourself, with your schedule, your team, your business, your family, that makes sure that everybody else is on the same, and they will follow your ways. You have to bring everybody within that environment so everybody works towards the same. So if you want to do this with your business, or if you want to do this with your family, you have to tell them that this is how the discipline is. This is how you acknowledge when things are not going. You have to be known that you're the hardest worker in the family, the hardest worker in the business, and the hardest worker in your field, the most devoted husband or wife or partner or whatever. So you have to be most caring. I've been through the stages when I was more focused on one thing and less focused on the other thing. And my daughter used to, you need to drop the phone, Dad. You need to stop doing this. And then the more I acknowledge that, the easier it was for me to say, okay, I'm with my daughter now, the phone goes on the side. And I wanted to think about what are the most important things in your life, and how you not being disciplined and will affect that. Because when you're clear on what you will do, how will you do it, and when you will do it, and when you're going to have it done by, that's when your time is going to be used as the maximum. Avoiding being perfect, that's another thing. Because if you can be the best you can be, that's the perfect spot there. You can't give more than you have unless you have somebody else to give it for you. That's why it's important to have those people next to you. And when you aim for perfection, what's going to happen? This is going to slow you down, because you're going to stop from taking things to the next level. It's going to make you feel that you're underachieved on the things that you do, and it's going to make you go back into redo it again because you're overthinking it. And you have to understand that you need to learn one thing. You need to learn how to say no. You don't have to answer the phone all the time. You don't have to reply straight away to an email. You don't have to do anything unless it's urgent or important. And there are a few things about how to get those urgent and important in your life. And I know how I can show you one of those things where you can learn how to understand the urgency, the importance, the urgency and the non-important in your life and goal. But you can easily just come and join my courses, and we can have the discussion based on that, because there are so many great things that you can learn how to do it. And discipline and acknowledgement is the two of the best ones. And when you go into that task that you have, and what I said about the emergency. Don't move away from your task unless that real emergency comes in. Even when something comes in, like somebody's asking you to do something, you need to assess on those 4 levels. Is it urgent? Is it important? Is it non-important but urgent? Is it non-urgent but important? Because those quarters are going to help you to assess the task and how you can, how you can make it different, how you can make that change, how you choose the right way to do it. And that's always something which is going to take you to the next level. And the 4th one, which is, I love this. I love this because it's so important. They're all important, but this is like super important. You need to see everything and action everything with a positive attitude, because attitude is the key to success. And this will lead you to great results if you have your mindset right. Attitude is like a cocktail, and whatever you mix in it, it's exactly how it will taste at the end. So you want to have a great cocktail, we'll put the great things in it. Then 3 things, they are crucial to the things that you do, and they determine the quality of your attitude are: 1, your thoughts; 2, your feelings; and 3, your action. Because those are connected, they are taking those results, and they are determined by your positive or less positive attitude. So think about it. What do you want to do? How do you approach your daily task? You should approach everything like life depends on it. Your thoughts should be with a positive outcome the whole time. Even if you feel like they're not, there is something good in it. It's always something in it. You learn from it. And your feelings are your products of your thoughts, like your thoughts are the products of your feelings. You must understand and control your feelings. If you react to what happens towards you, that's when you lose. So you need to learn one thing. You need to respond to everything. You need to assess how everything going, because that's going to lead you into the action, into action, which will be, the action of the combination of your thoughts and feelings. And those, they will dictate the outcome and how your time, how your life will be affected. Enjoy everything with a big smile on your face, and you'll bring up your positive attitude. I know you will say that, people will think that you look like an idiot when you smile all the time. But who cares? Are you happy? Would you bring that happiness? Would you bring that joy? Try to smile for like 2 seconds. Look at me. Come on, smile with me now. Do it, and see how positive you can feel it. You can bring that positive feeling out of you. Just try to smile. Come on, smile. I dare you to smile. Come on. You see, you already feel better. So that's one of the things that it makes you, bring and do more in your time. And I want to share one more thing with you before I let you go and enjoy this great weekend. I want you to learn that to control your time and get the best out of it, you have to control yourself. You have to control yourself. And this, which goes into the discipline. And that's why one of the things that are really important to do during the day is take breaks, take short breaks. Don't burn yourself down. Recharge when needed. You know that our sleeping cycles, it should be every 8 hours, right? So instead of, we kind of broke that cycle. So we work for 16 hours and then we sleep 8 hours if we sleep them, and so we don't recharge when we need it. And we should always listen to our body, because our body is an extension of our mind. Remember, our mind is that combination of thoughts, feelings, and actions which they lead to the results. So you must remember that. If you take those short breaks after each task, you will approach the next task emotionless, and you will give you the same positivity regardless of the outcome of the previous one. So if the previous one didn't go as well, look at what didn't go well. Then think of what you can learn from it and just write it down, and then move to the next one with the blank start from beginning. Don't let one result affect the other one. One of the things that is going to help you, is you have to meditate at least once a day. Clear mind, clear vision, clear result. It's mind, vision, result. This is what causing everything in your life. The meditation allows you to to see everything in a different perspective, keep you on the positive side without gathering all that baggage of negative thoughts and feelings and emotions and all the the things that are affecting you one way or the other. And this is something which is you have to do it at least once a day. I suggest to do it once every time, to be honest, when you need it, even for 5 minutes. And another thing that I do, and I used to do, and I still do when I need it, is take those small power naps. I know you will say that I don't have time for that. Are you crazy? What are you? When am I supposed to sleep? If you don't have the opportunity to do that power nap, just meditate for 10 minutes. Having a rested mind will keep you focused, and it's going to get you more productive. And remember, when you take the break, be focused on your time off, not on what you have to do next and how many minutes you have left. Just think about 10 minutes for you, nothing else. Another thing that which is really great, and I really love this because I always say that work smart, not hard. Or if you work hard, make sure you work smart. Because in order to control your time better, you must be effective, not efficient. So much more I can say about this. It's unreal. I mean, effectiveness is connected to efficiency, but if the impact is not as big as, you can be efficient, you can finish the task and get 50% of the things that you could have achieved, or you could just be super effective. To become the best version of who you are, to produce the best results in your life, it is ideal to have someone to keep you accountable, to coach and mentor you and guide you through this journey. There is no shame in asking for this, and it's more shame is if you don't ask for it, because it will delay you in achieving your goals. I want you to go now, take the lead, control your time, and let's create a legacy, because nothing else matters. And if you want to be that person who's going to be next to you to take you to the next level, I'm right here. Just come and let me know. You can comment on the YouTube. You can find me on Instagram. My tag is Christian M. Vojna. It's Christian without H. Or you can go to my website, christianvojna.com, and I'll be more than happy to share all these great thoughts with you, because it makes a huge difference in your life. Have a great weekend. Speak to you soon. Don't forget to smile.